Oh boy, have you heard the news? It's coming. We gotta talk, damn it. All right. Hello and welcome to We Gotta Talk, damn it, with your host, the one and only Freddy Mak. Welcome to We Gotta Talk, damn it, Season 2. Before we get into what we're going to do with We Gotta Talk, damn it, Season 2, I just want to thank everybody for the Freddy Mak Show. We're putting the Freddy Mak Show at rest right now. It was extremely political, as you all know, but I want to thank you all for making it happen because it was a lot of fun. I made dozens of friends, and we were all united as one for one reason and one reason only, and that is to remove Donald Trump out of office, and mission accomplished. And it's so hard to believe that it's been a whole year already. A whole year. Wow, it's crazy. So thank you all. I hope you like the new platform of We Gotta Talk, damn it. Technically, this is Season 2. I started Season 1 beginning of summer, end of spring, beginning of summer. Got crazy busy with work, so we put it to rest. And that's okay because it gave me some time to think about what I want to do here. New format and new stuff, more fun, and more guests and more giveaways. Got some merch coming up with We Gotta Talk, damn it, hats and shirts and all kinds of stuff. So we're not going to necessarily focus hardcore political stuff. When we do talk politics, we're going to talk about why are certain things political. And, I was so heavy into politics, right? When Donald Trump and Biden, I was like, God, what's going on here? Why is this political? Why are people bringing this? So I was able to dissect what's going on in the political world. Came to so many conclusions, like why is global warming political? Why is abortions political? Why are guns political? Why are these things so political? Why are they in the political arena? Because when you think about it, it really doesn't have anything to do with America, right? Like, we want better roads, right? We want better bridges. We want better infrastructure. We want better human infrastructure is what it's called nowadays. So I figured it out. These politicians think they think they're pulling a fast one on us, but let me tell you, they're not. Well, they are actually, and they're still going to continue to do it. For people like me, nah, I'm not going to listen to these trigger topics, guns, abortion, global warming. I'm not going to listen to it, okay? Because I'm not going to vote on single issue, and I think it's silly. But I think I figured it out. I really do. I think I figured out why people are voting this way, and I hope through this podcast that we get people to think differently on how they should vote, okay? And who knows, we may end up with a third party with, this philosophy. So I think it's super, super important. But again, the foundation of We Gotta Talk Damn is the same as Freddy Mak show goes as far as guests. So if you have a product that you want to promote, if you have a cause that you want to promote, if you have a get together that you have going on that you want to promote, I started a meetup group for liberals over 40, so I'll be promoting that. Come on the show and let's talk. Okay. So, but real quick, I want to make this really, really quick, a very short intro. And just to give you an idea of what the Freddy Mak show, what We Got to Talk is going to be all about with Freddy Mak and the guest. Okay. So we're going to talk about abortion. So just so you know, not everything. Yes, I voted for Joe Biden. And yes, I'm proud to say that I'm a liberal. But I'm not so liberal where everything is so black and white and I'm woke and, all, proper pronouns and all that crazy stuff. Not me. But we'll get into that. And, if you disagree with me, that's okay. Let's disagree. But what I want to stay away from is the yelling and screaming and, you're this and you are that and you're a fascist and you're a communist. And geez, great. That's just insane stuff. I don't know how we got to that point, but we're going to talk about abortion. And I believe a woman absolutely has a right to choose what she does with her body. She has the choice to have an abortion or not have an abortion. However, it's not so black and white to me. And there are other issues that spawn off from that I want to discuss. And maybe I'm wrong. And let me know. And I'm absolutely okay with that. I want to discuss this freedom thing that's going on out there and this patriotism thing, right? I mean, I see more and more people, red, white, and blue all over their body and flags everywhere. And somehow they think they're more patriotic than, say, somebody like me who just likes to wear my triathlete hat and my Explore shirt, right? So it's a weird phenomenon that's going on there with the patriotic and the freedom terms that they keep throwing out there. And I think I nailed it. I really do. I think I nailed why, because, well, we're going to talk about it. And I got a very interesting take on this freedom patriotic theme that goes on out there. And it really comes down to culture, right? And we're going to talk about culture. What is culture? Is there really an American culture? And I think the culture and putting yourself in red, white, and blue are kind of linked together when they really shouldn't. But we're going to talk about that. I'm going to get into detail about that. I'm not going to give anything away, but I have a very interesting take on that. We're going to talk about the mask. We're going to talk about Dr. Fauci, who, in my opinion, has never flip-flopped. And if you think he did, then you don't understand science. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about COVID. And I personally, I'm done with it. I got vaccinated, and we're going to talk about what should we do with the people that are unvaccinated. You might be very interested in my take. Also, this notion that you're allowed to walk into any business if that business says that you're not allowed in here unless you prove that you've been vaccinated, somehow that's communism, that's socialism, that's fascism, that's whatever word you want to throw out there. And I'm going to tell you something. As a business owner, you may not like what I'm going to have to say about whether or not you are allowed to go into a private business and purchase something. I don't know who you think you are. I don't care how entitled you think you are. You are going to get a lashing from me when it comes to that one. I got a very interesting take on that. But don't want to give it away right now. So why are things political, right? I don't know. I don't get it. So, but Dr. Fauci, I think he's the man. I think he's been spot on. I don't think he's flip-flop whatsoever. So, we're going to talk about dating. Okay. Dating sites. Dating in your 50s. I'm 58 years old, been divorced I was married for 21 years, been divorced now for 13 years. And we're going to talk about what is it like in the dating world nowadays. We're going to talk about global warming. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, when anybody approaches you and says global warming does not exist, I got a zinger for you that their mouth will drop. Their mouth will absolutely drop. Wait for it. I'm not going to give it away right now. We're going to talk about the southern border. And yes, we're going to talk about Trump. I think that not a lot. We're definitely not going to talk a lot about Donald Trump because I don't think it's worth it. But I think what is worthy of talking about when it comes to him is his constant lying. It's worse than ever. So when you look at his rallies and you hear what he says, I think he's a very dangerous man, and I think we need to make sure that we keep him in check. But we'll talk about that as well. So I'm going to do a little skit that I made up, and it's called "The Hillbilly That Meets the Muslim Family." It's a lot of fun. I did it at my a couple gatherings. Everybody was dying laughing. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do that as a skit. So it's basically a southerner or a hillbilly, whatever you want to label them. I don't know. Who thinks that Muslims are all terrorists. And I say Muslim because that's the way they pronounce it. It's pronounced Muslim. And, it's an interesting take on how this southerner handles the Muslim family. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to have a common sense hat, where I'm going to pick a topic right out of a hat with no notes, no statistics, no facts, no nothing. And we're going to see if really, do you need stats to know that something is wrong or right? Do you? Like, for example, I like to use as an example, do you need to know how many people died or had car accidents in residential areas to know that it's not a good idea to travel 100 miles an hour in that residential area? Of course not. So that's kind of the angle that I want to take there. And again, if you want to prove me wrong, prove me wrong. Let's go. Come on the show. Let's go. We're going to talk business. We're going to talk health and fitness. I consider myself an entrepreneur. I've dabbled in quite a few things over the years. Right now, I'm a part-time real estate agent. I'm a rideshare driver. I have a landscaping business. I do a podcast. And I can teach people, and we're going to do a whole episode on how to become a rideshare driver and how to be profitable doing it. Trust me, just don't sign up without listening to this when that podcast comes out, because people they sign up, they go out and they go, I'm not making any money. I'm wasting a lot of gas. I'm doing this. I had to travel all the way over here. There are ways to do ride sharing that is profitable, and you can stay pretty local most of the time. Okay. We're going to talk about things that I have purchased over the years. Right now I have a Tesla. And so is it yay or nay for a Tesla? Electric cars are big nowadays, so we're going to talk about electric cars. We're going to talk about the southern border and why a president gets blamed for it. I think that's kind of silly unless the president says withdraw all Border Patrol police and let the chips fall where the chips fall, but certainly not the case. So we're going to talk about the southern border and a solution. I have a solution. All they want to do in Washington is bicker back and forth, but they don't want to sit down, especially the Republicans. They don't want to sit down and chat with it because they got that narrative going that brown people are bad. But we will absolutely talk about that as well. So again, this new season of We Gotta Talk Damn It, season 2 is going to be about everything. We're going to talk about everything that you want to talk about. And if you got something that you want to promote, a product, a business, small business, come on down and let's talk about it. And let's promote. I'm all about small business, keeping it local. So again, if you have something that you want to promote or sell, definitely come on the show. So, okay. But more importantly, it's going to be a little less serious politically, and we're going to add a little bit more satire, more levity, a little more fun. Let's have a good time. Let's laugh, because that's what life is all about. And of course, yes, we do got to be serious, and we got to keep our politicians in check, and we got to make sure that people are treated properly out there. We're going to talk about our homeless. I mean, I think most of us have a solution for that, but let's talk about that. And why again, is that a political topic? I don't understand why that's. Why in supposedly the greatest country in the world, we have homeless people? And we're going to talk about that too. Is the United States the greatest country in the world? Okay, so we're gonna cover the gamut from A to Z. I want your ideas, and I want you to come on the show with Freddy Mak. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for listening to this short introduction on what's coming up in season 2. For more information, you can find links to all the podcasts, the link to the YouTube channel. All you have to do is go to www.wegottotalkdammit.com, and you can subscribe to be part of the email list to get notifications of new episodes that are coming up. But I got to warn you before I leave, these topics, again, not everything is black and white with me. Yes, I'm a proud liberal. I really am. But there are some things that Democrats and liberals do that I'm going to stand up and say, you are not correct. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And it's not as simple as A, B, C. It's not that simple. Okay? So again, that's where we need to be. We need to be open and listen. Okay? And use a little common sense and logic, right? That's what it's all about. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening, and look forward to the next episodes coming up, and look forward to your feedback. Look forward to having you on the show, and I'm just looking for beautiful stuff to happen in life. All right. And remember, we got to talk, damn it. And no, I'm not trying to act like Nixon. All right, folks. Take care. Peace out. All right. Thank you so much for listening to We Gotta Talk, Damn It, a podcast where common sense and logic rule. Check out all of our social media platforms for up and coming episodes. And don't forget to subscribe.